Would you like to understand Jesus, his actions, and his message? Well, you will never be able to do that if you disregard his social and cultural world. Acquiring the literal sense of Scripture without the Mediterranean culture is impossible. The first interpretation of the Bible is Mediterranean culture, especially the Middle Eastern part of that circum-Mediterranean world. Why? Because it is the closest thing we have to a living laboratory to the lost world of the Bible. Our biblical ancestors communicated in different languages: Hebrew, Aramaic, and Greek. Their social system and culture that gave rise to these languages were radically different than ours. Without understanding their culture, how can we hope to be considerate Bible readers? And without being attentive, respectful Bible readers, how can we ever expect to understand what the authors were actually trying to communicate? If I fail to recognize and respect the extreme differences between Mediterranean biblical culture and my own 21st century Western culture, what will happen? Quite unknowingly, yet inescapably, I will transform Jesus and all other biblical characters into contemporary Western people. In other words, they will behave, speak, think, and appear dressed in the illusion of what is most familiar to me, what is most familiar to 21st century Western people. When we open up our Bibles and assume that our English translators, even those who attempt a literal translation, mean precisely how we understand these words at face value, understanding the Bible becomes hopeless. Our cultural paradigm will go on distorting things, blindly importing into the Bible a false understanding that was impossible for the cultural world that produced the Scriptures. But suppose we are sensitive to how radically different an American culture can be to the modern cultures of different countries. Suppose we understood the perils and the pitfalls of cross-cultural communication. Why wouldn't we apply that same sensitivity to the cultural differences of an ancient society that produced the Scriptures, which serve as the foundation of our religion?